Today I'm going to start the topic number 18, term 3, volume and capacity. So first of all, we will try to find out the definitions, right? What is a volume? Volume is amount of space occupied by an object. It is measured in cubic centimeters or cubic meters, right? So that means volume, let's say volume cubic centimeter. So cubic centimeter means what? Cubic centimeter means centimeter times centimeter times centimeter, right? Or meter times meter times meter. Okay, so that's the volume. So volume has the power 3, right? That means third dimension. We talk about the third dimension. Now you can say this is your length, right? So this is your width, this is your breadth. So you can see length, breadth and the height. So that's how you define a volume. Now these are very fundamental things, right? So let me show you what is volume, right? Volume is defined by length times breadth times width, you can call it, height you can call it, doesn't matter. So that's the volume. So how do you understand that properly? This way. So I'm going to have a cuboid here. Now this is your length, this is your length. You can say this is your breadth, I would say breadth or width, right? So I would say W, breadth, width. This is your height, H. You can see that this is equal to length times the height. Now, if you pay attention to this term over here, if you pay attention to that term over here, that is nothing but L times W, that is nothing but this area, right? That is nothing but this area, right? Multiplied with height. This is the height, right? Should be pretty clear. Now, because of this L times W gives you the area, so we call this one area. So area times height. This is all about volume, right? This is how you find the volume, right? So 1 meter cube, right? 1 meter cube is, so this is nothing but now in centimeters you write 100 centimeter multiplied with 100 centimeter multiplied with, here you get 100 centimeter, right? So now you can simply say 10 to the power 6 here. You can count the number of zeros, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you can say 10 to the power 6. How many centimeters are there? 3. So it's going to be cubic centimeter. So what you got? 1 meter cube is equal to 10 to the power 6 cubic centimeters, right? So this is the conversion. And that is what I'm showing you here. So instead writing in this way, I'm writing 10 to the power 6, right? Now let's talk about the capacity. Capacity is the volume of liquid need to fill a container completely. It is measured in milliliters or liters. So there is a slight difference. There is only a slight difference between the capacity and the volume. Capacity is the volume of liquid. So the capacity is measured in liters or milliliters, right? So if you really think about it, there is no such a difference between volume and capacity. The only difference is capacity is measured in liters and milliliters, and that is a conversion, right? So how much is 1 liter in terms of volume, right? So that conversion is showing you here. 1 cubic centimeter is equal to 1 milliliter. So this is the conversion. So if you know this basic rule, you can find 1 liter in terms of cubic centimeters. So now what you understood, 1 cubic centimeter is equal to 1 milliliter. That is what you understood. Now 1 liter means 1000 milliliters, right? So 1 liter is equal to 1000 milliliters. So what you can do, you can multiply both sides by 1000. So if you multiply this by 1000, you get 1000 milliliter, which is a liter. You do the same thing in here. So it's going to be 1000 cubic centimeter. So you wrote 1 liter, which is the capacity in terms of cubic centimeter.